Okay, everybody, let's please turn to page 333 of your book. Let's take a look at this one. It says Rafi, one of Quinn's classmates, reported the numbers of curl-ups he completed this year and last year. He did not tell Quinn which number is for which year. Based on the data that Quinn gathered, which number most likely represents the curl-up he completed last year. So we have curl-ups completed last year versus curl-ups completed this year. All right, so total curl-ups is 19, total curl-ups is 23. So if we take a look as we go through here, based on the data that Quinn gathered, she inferred that most students could complete more curl-ups this year than last year. So if we go back, you can see that it's slightly more to the right, so that makes sense. So Rafi most likely completed 19 curl-ups last year and 23 curl-ups this year. Right, and as we look at our try it, which is at the bottom of the page, it says Peter surveyed a random sample of adults and a random sample of teenagers about the number of hours they exercise in a typical week. He recorded the data in the table. Which comparative inference can Peter make from the data set? So comparative is looking at both of them and basically making some type of conclusion or inference when looking at both numbers or both groups. So we see adults, the mean is 4.4, and then our MAD, which we spoke about, is 3.0, meaning the difference between each increment. And then teenagers, it's 7.9, and in between it's 2.8. So we can say, on average, teenagers exercise nearly twice as much as adults. Okay, and this is based off of what we're looking at here, the mean. Not so much this, but what we have here. All right, because if we round this off, this is 4, this is 8, and it does make sense that it's double that amount. So make sure that is. All right, let's take a look at one more example here. It says Vanna collects data about push-ups. Does it appear that students generally did more push-ups last year, which is up here on green, or this year, which is down here in purple? Explain your reasoning. So we can see that a lot of the numbers are skewed or pushed over to the right for last year's push-ups, and then this year most of them look like they are towards the back or towards the left for the blue one. There are a lot more dots for greater numbers of push-ups completed last year. So based on the shape of the data, students generally did more push-ups last year than this year. So Vanna can infer that more of her classmates were able to do more push-ups last year. So that's looking at our comparative inference.